Welcome back to Amz-Scraper. In this video, what we're going to talk about is the next, tab we could call it, which is Seller Scraper. And this is where the magic happens, because this is where we're going to tell Amz-Scraper to go out there and take someone, a dropshipping company, and basically show us the best items that they have that we could then list in our store to make money with. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add the merchant ID here. And we can do this by doing a couple things. If we go back to the previous ones, My Sellers, we could copy the merchant ID. We could go back here. Whoop. There won't be all these things that are loaded. We could go back here and we will paste this here. We will hit add, and this will add the merchant ID. Now, the other thing we could do is if we go to My Sellers, we could select, let's say on the previous video, or in the My Sellers tab, you found 5 different sellers and you want to scrape all their listings. We could select the 5 of them. We can go to More Actions. We can hit Scrape Selected, and it will automatically move their merchant IDs over. You can move one merchant ID at a time, or you can move multiple, which is great. What we'll do is we'll just do one merchant ID for this example. Now we can start filling this out. This is the price margin from lowest offer. So basically what we can do is we could set Amz-Scraper to show us only items that meet certain criteria. And we generally want to set this around 3 to 5, where if we set it at 3, Amz-Scraper is basically only going to show us items this seller has that we can make $3 in profit on or more. So you can set this to whatever you want. Some people like to do 3, some people like to do 5. I mean, if you want to, you could do 7. Either one of those is fantastic. Whatever works good for you. Minimum price. So this could be if you only, there's some people out there, they have a strategy where they kind of like to sell, more expensive dropshipping items because they have more money. So they want to, do higher end items. What I recommend though is leaving the minimum at 0 or at where it is now, and then you could change the maximum. And what's nice about the maximum is, let's say you're just starting off and you're working on a budget. You might set the maximum for $50, or you might set the maximum price to be 100 price point, where it'll only show you items up to $100. Now we have allow FBA offers. Now, I generally like to select no for this because this is fulfillment by Amazon offers, and we generally don't want to do FBA offers just because that's a different type of business model than what we're doing. Allow lowest offer to be FBA. So if you want to allow the lowest offer to be FBA, we could do no or we could do yes. I'm okay with having it a yes because, sorry about that. I changed my mind. No is actually the right one. Sorry about that, guys. So no is the best one. We want to generally say no because it's generally just best to say no, because Amazon generally, if it is FBA and if the item is being fulfilled by Amazon, then Amazon generally gives the sales to items that are being fulfilled by Amazon. They generally give the buy box to that. So to find kind of the best items, generally want to keep it at no. Let's say find source automatically. So this is a beautiful thing. What this will do is this will try to find the source of the item. So basically what that means is if this company, if this merchant ID, if these guys are drop shipping the item from Walmart, and that's what they're doing, Amazon or Amz-Scraper will try to find the exact link to the item on Walmart for you so you don't even have to find it. So I always like to check yes for this. It takes a little bit longer, but it's very helpful if Amz-Scraper just does it for you. Starting page 1, ending page is 150. You could change this how you want. I recommend just leaving it like that. And the maximum BSR, this is for BSR is basically the bestseller rank. So what that means is they are, there could be a category on Amazon called, pet supplies. And the top selling, most popular item on pet supplies that sells the most out of all the gazillion items on Amazon has a BSR of 1. And that item sells like crazy. And then the next item that sells it's the second best selling item in pet supplies, that would be 2. Well, eventually, you reach items that don't sell a ton. Eventually, if you get the BSR, if you go to like 1 million, right? If it's got a BSR of 1 million, that item might get 2 sales a year, for example. So a good idea is to put the BSR at around $300,000. If you want to get a little bit more aggressive, you could easily set it at 200 or 100,000, and that would be fine. But kind of as a good practice, general kind of, just something to keep in mind, 300,000 is good BSR. Generally, if it's over 300,000, it's not going to get a lot of sales. And we're kind of here to, maximize time. We want to find items that are going to be profitable, but are also going to, sell a decent amount as well. Then we'll hit scrape. And then that's it. We have pending tasks. So now it's in pending tasks. This will be submitted and this will start to scrape the items. You can always cancel the tasks if you want it to be canceled. And now we will just let Amz-Scraper do its thing and go out there and sort the items. I wanted to pause the video for a second, and now you'll see it's starting to move along. So this is great. It's starting to show you it's scraping the pages. Amz-Scraper does this very fast. And just so you know, you can go about your business, right? You can move through the software, and if you click right here, it says background tasks. This will take you back to the pending task and show you any pending tasks that are still in process. But as this is running, you can go out there and find more sellers and start scraping them. Beautiful thing.